Hi, welcome to A True North Moment. I'm Andrew Reynolds, helping you live the legend. Now, what these videos are helping fill you with very simple concepts that are easy to understand, easy to apply, but vast in their implications. And today I'd like to share something with you that I believe could actually help a great deal in our search for jobs. That's one thing we're talking about a lot with our government, with our politics, what the people are crying out for. Help us turn this economy around so that we can go back to work. And that's an important word to remember. Actually, those two words there, job and work. Because one of these can happen without the other. Because a job itself is just a work relationship. You can work without having a job, but you can't have a job without having work. A job is simply saying, hey, the work that you do brings benefit to me, and I'd like to have that around for 20, 40 hours a week. What kind of relationship can we strike where you bring your work and I reward you for it? Now that's important to remember, because in searching for jobs, if they're not offering you a job, that doesn't mean that you can't have one. It just means that there's work for you to do. Very specific work. The work that you need to do is knowing what work that you do. Or the work that you need to do is knowing what work you do. And the problem is that a lot of our educational systems, a lot of our best intentioned advice for people who are seeking job is to say, in one way or another, be the best blank canvas you can be. Be nice, be clean, be big, something that they can write their picture on with ease. Don't really include a lot about your personality. Don't include certain experiences that you have that don't really apply to them. Just say what you'll do, what you'll do for them, but not really what you'll do for them. What you're willing to do for them is almost a way that we kind of look at it. And the problem is that jobs created from the boss down, they're going from their own unique perspective and personality as to what is important and what they need to succeed. And obviously one of the reasons to be in business is to make money, to be sustainable. So they're not really going to be looking for extra things to do what they're wanting to do. Now that's not saying that you can't work there, it's just saying that there's work for you to do. Because as we have said before, the essence of any job is offering a profitable service that adds to the employer in a way that they want to have that around, especially if that means more dollars in their pocket. And really, the responsibility is with you. What is it that you do? I'm not asking where you work. I'm not asking what you've done. I'm asking, why did you do it? Because if you can understand why you did certain things, you can now tell people what you do. I know why I do things. By going through the resources that I have access to, by all the learning that I've taken in over the course of my life, I know why I do what I do. I do the things that I do in a 3-step process. 1, what is the truth? What is really going on? What's the question behind the question? What's the core concept, the unchanging truth that applies to the situation? Second thing, how can I communicate that truth to the people around me? On an individual basis, person by person, how can I communicate that to that individual so that they can see that truth, apply it, and see the benefit? And third, I will stand with you until you can see that benefit. I know that there is enemies to truth. I know that there are whole systems that do not want truth to come out. And I am willing to fight alongside of people so they can see that. And the why I do that is because I have to. I can't not do that. My top trait, as outlined in Gallup Strengths Finder, is ideation. I look at things from many different angles, which is why if you talk to me, I probably have 7 or so different stories around one point, because that's the way my brain works. And if you can understand why you do what you do, and that you have to do it that way because that's the way that you're programmed, the more that you study those things, and the more that you see those patterns, the more you can see that pattern in many different applications. That 3-step process that I mentioned for myself, great for psychology, great for marketing, great for sales, great for management. I have many different applications for my strengths because I know what an Andrew does and why an Andrew Reynolds does it. I know where you can expect the best from Andrew Reynolds. I know without a shadow of a doubt that if you put me in these sorts of situations, you will see not only the best of me, but you will see profit. You will see things be better than when I came in. you will see the Andrew Reynolds difference. And I have that confidence because I've been doing this for 30 years. I've always been me. I've always thought the same ways that I do now, and I can count on that. I know it's not a prideful boast to say this is who I am, and this is what you can expect from me. That kind of sales, selling yourself, is very easy when you know why you do what you do, and you know it can be counted on. So may I submit that the answer to the jobs does not lie with the bosses or the companies, because they're doing the best that they know how. But they've never come across to you before. What is the work that you do? If you cannot find out what that work is and you feel like you're kind of lost at sea as to where do I start, give me a call. Contact me. I work with other individuals who have been through the same process I have, a process of discovery. What are those talents that I have? What can I count on? Development. How can I hone those talents into a way that is very concentrated and very worthwhile? And distribution. How can I share that with people? That is the 3-step process you will see in every successful person. Who am I made to be? What is my destiny? How do I increase that? How do I become more of who I already am in a positive light? And how do I share that with people? Because that, once again, that kind of work is the essence of any job. That I am bringing profit to you in agreement for bringing value to me. What do you do that adds value to other people? Search it out, and once again, if you have any trouble, give us a call. That's what we're here to do.